Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another review. Today we're going to talk about the G.I. Joe Classified Series Stuart Selkirk, aka Outback. This is the Tiger Force version. He's part of two other subgroups, which is the Battle Corps and the Night Force as well. That's because Outback is a survivalist. If you haven't read the original Marvel comic stuff with Larry Hama or the IDW continuation that continues off those books, you'll see that Outback played a major role during the Cobra Island incident and the Cobra Civil War. He had to leave behind Stalker and a few others, and he wasn't too happy about that. To the point where he actually, he had an altercation with one of his other fellow Joes, and it was really cool to kind of remember that. And I've been going back and I've actually reread 200 plus issues of GI Joe, and I'm really obsessed right now because Larry Hama has been doing an excellent job of telling in that continuity. I really, really love it. And with Outback, I like Outback a lot, but this toy is just really dope. The Tiger Force shirt is just a bonus because just imagine a cool dude, especially an older dude with all his gray hair, wearing like an orange tiger shirt, surviving out in the wild. This is a dude who believes in using the bare minimum to make it through with no problem. And if there's anybody for the job to do that, whether it's a jungle, whether it's the concrete jungle, or just whatever, Outback is here for you, and that's his role as a survivalist. So let's talk about the toy. Let's get really in there. Let's get with the nitty gritty. The GI Joe classified line has been single-handedly one of my favorites so far, and part of the reason why that is because they just look absolutely fantastic, especially with the storage all in part. So when I get to the accessories, you'll see that. But more, they've also gone now pinless, so that's also really cool. And I'm not a customizer, so I'm not good at that kind of stuff anyway. But going pinless just makes it look and feel more of a, honestly, a real Joe. It's like a classic Joe. But we have these. My butterfly joints are really tight, but we have this beautiful set of a figure. As far as our head sculpt, probably one of my favorite head sculpts done so far. As I try to take it off, it's actually really on that ball joint. I don't know if you guys heard that big pop, but look at that. This is one of my favorite sculpts so far. This looks really, really good. The hair, the bandana. This is awesome. And the body style is really nice too. And this one has a slightly different neck as well. I think his sits a little bit higher. As you can see, we can move that neck around as well too. Let's pop this bad boy back on. There we go. Gotta wait for the pop, right? Let's back it on up just a little bit. We have our new gear, like the stuff we kind of saw on. Wow, I am lost for names right now. On Spirit, sorry. His actually wraps around here and over through the front as well. Like I said, we can lift our arms up with no problem. We have butterfly joints, which are hidden really well behind this. We have bicep swivel, we're double jointed. On our left hand, we have an up and down vertical hinge. On the right hand, we have a horizontal hinge. As you can see, let's get the focus a little bit better. Sorry about that. We have really nice ab crunch, which as you can see, there's that front crunch, but then in the waist area, mine is actually really, really tight. You actually get a lot more wiggle to move around with. There we go. That actually gives you a much better crunch. We have those drop down legs. You'll see that gap right there. We have thigh swivel as well. Mine's, like I said, are really, really tight. We have a beautiful double joint. We have boot swivel and our really, really nice ankle pivot, which will allow us to get lots of nice positions. And shout out to Flex. Flex, you know who you are. I'm going to put your Instagram and your Twitter there. I appreciate you because you actually gifted me Outback knowing that I was looking for one after Target pretty much canceled my pre-order for no reason. And it just didn't make sense either because I think they canceled a few of the things that I ordered with it, which was odd because it canceled the bunch order. But yeah, as you can see here, getting this guy posed up is not an issue. Just look at this. Utterly beautiful. Now, once we add some weapons, some gear, it really will come together really well, especially because you can actually remove these if you don't want them on, but I'm going to keep them on. So now what we're going to do is jump into accessories. One of the things I want to get into is the accessories for the G.I. Joe Classified line has been pure fun for me because a lot of the characters, items that they get with are character driven if you're not like an army builder. So it's been stuff like, for instance, Crocmaster coming with stuff for Crocmaster, which he'll get Fiona, the baby alligators, the hook knife. Like, it's really like cool things. So for Outback being a survivalist, he doesn't come with a lot, but it is the important stuff. So one of those things being his utility backpack, which will carry all his needs, the pouches, and it definitely does blend into the background because he's not scared to lay in the mud and do things. Then we also have a small shovel. Now the shovel is important because I had to look this up for like survivalist stuff. A small shovel can do things like help you put out fires, help burrow through things. If you're trapped underground, this will help you like dig your way out. So it's cool things like this, and you can store it on either side of the backpack. I actually had it stored. Yep, there we go. So we have that, right? Then we will get our handgun, which has a nice little bandage over it. I believe it has a little scope underneath. I'm not sure if that's a scope or a sight, but we can actually store it right here on the side. So we have that. Then we will have a small scope, which I thought was dope because I don't think anybody's come with a scope yet. So I thought that was nice, like an actual scope to help you see further, like to scout things out. And there will be an opening right here on this left leg for the scope to go into. I usually turn it forward, so if you fall going backwards, you don't have to. That's just me making up my own little headcanon. Like if you fall, it doesn't like break. Hopefully, that's just me making that up. You'll also get a combat knife. This will be stored at the bottom part of the leg with no problem. And then you do actually get I believe this is an SMG with the magazine being removable. There is a small latch on it as well. You can store it on the backpack. I believe you can store it through the trigger, but it looks a little funny because this kind of gets in the way, so you have to. I would recommend you do it this way, so maybe you can put the arm through as well with the storage. So let's actually try that right now because I've never did it with the actual gun on, but I did have the backpack on. So we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do it as a team together. We're gonna make Outback look cool, y'all. I really like this Outback. It's just so much fun. It makes me excited for the survival shirt one, which is pretty dope because I found out by reading like Joe files that the trivia on the survival shirt is an acronym from the old 69 cards. So that's actually pretty dope too, the old G.I. Joe cards. And yes, this actually does work. If you remove the magazine, you could put it over the arm with no problem. Let's get Outback's head down. Yeah, there we go. You actually look pretty good, bro. This is a good look for you. I like this. So Outback surviving. So I'm going to try to do some cool stuff with Outback. So I do forests, escaping complexes, things like that. This guy's pretty much like, he's like a master of disguise within like the natural environment, but also the type of guy who like doesn't need much to get through like what he needs to. So I really, really am enjoying Outback. With that being said, we're going to take the time. I'm going to get some stuff together. We're going to do the size comparison. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, now we're going to jump to the size comparison. This is where it gets fun because I have a lot of Joes. A lot of Joes aren't all the same size, which is pretty cool. So we're going to do a mix of Cobra and Joe. I'm not going to alternate, no real rhyme or reason. Just going through the stack as it's stacked up here. So here we are with Zartan and Outback. And even if I put Outback's legs a little closer together, Zartan kind of towers over Outback, which I'm okay with. Zartan's kind of intimidating anyway, right? Next up, we have a Cobra officer, which I'm probably going to have him go up against, right? So let's remove these two guys. Next up, we'll have Classified Snake Eyes, this is going to be the Fortnite version. Ooh, let me fix that foot. He's actually missing a hand because I was actually tampering around with some mods. So, ooh, and that wasn't supposed to happen, but yet here we are with it. Right, so here's Outback, here is Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes a little bit smaller. Then we have my Kit Bashed Beachhead. So here's Kit Bash Beachhead to kind of round things out. So we have those guys. Next up, we'll do our next batch. That should be Roadblock. So here we are with Roadblock. Roadblock's on a bigger body, as you can see here. Then we'll also do Crocmaster, which I mentioned earlier in this video. So here we are with Crocmaster. Outback's gonna fall again, and that's because he's not on even ground, and I gotta stop playing myself. So let's actually remove that. There we go. Let's keep him a little bit more even out right now. So here we are with Crocmaster. I don't know what's up. Why my feet, none of them are sort of, I guess, even right now. So here we are. So Crocmaster and Outback are about the same size. Next up, we'll do Spirit, who I've also mentioned in this video. You can see Spirit's a little bit smaller. Next up, if we do the Action Force line, here is a Wasp Raider, which I really want to have these two color-wise go up against each other. I feel like it's a nice color clash. You can see the Wasp Raider is a little bit bigger. Let's remove this guy. Next up, we will do a Marvel Legends Ben Reilly Spider-Man. So we have that. Then we can do a Tyranno Sentry from Lightning Collection. And as you can see, they're all about the same size. Not too big, not too small. I guess is when you get to the imports, it gets a little bit different, right? For example, we have SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga, the man of 2,000 skills. And now you get to see what I was talking about. He is significantly smaller, right? Then we'll have a Mezco Me on a Gomez body. And I think the Mezco Gomez body kind of works hand in hand really well with the classified line. That's 6 inches, right? I think that rounds out most. Oh, why not throw him in there? Here's Sir Owain from Mythic Legions. So yeah, we have a nice little bit of everything, right? All in all, thank you for checking out my G.I. Joe Classified reviews. It's really been a great line. I've had a blast with them. I don't think there's one that I don't enjoy. But then again, I'm a big G.I. Joe fan. So these are all really fun to me. And I'm expecting to see at least 3 versions of everybody at some point. So yes, hopefully we get the rest of the Tiger Force. We get some of the Night Force. And then we can follow up with the Ninja Force. So yeah, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you say something nice about the video. Make sure you say something nice about yourself as well. Try to stay as positive but not toxic positive, because we have to be still very realistic in the world. But thank you as always for watching, and as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.